Welcome back to the Friday briefing. That is Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji. Of course, 16 years down the line. You still remember the lyrics. How is it?
It's okay. We still remember the lyrics. We sang the song from our heart, and nothing never changes.
Nothing never changes.
Nothing never changes.
Of course, Gidi Gidi, 16 years.
Yes.
Why now? Why not all the time? Why do we have to wait all this long? Your fans, personally, I've been a fan all through. So
I know it has been long, and we intentionally took a break to reflect and do some other stuff. And then all of a sudden, 2 months ago, Safaricom called us that they want us to perform at Safaricom Live. We told them, but us guys were kind of taking a break, relaxing or something like that. But we have a sentimental and emotional connection with Safaricom because when Safaricom was launching in Kenya, we were the artists that they called to launch as Safaricom as a brand in the country.
Yes.
So we felt like, you know what, for the sake of what they did for us and how we've grown together, let's come together, let's try to retract what we can do and do a show. That's when I called Maji, and Maji was like, yes, do it, let's do it. We went to the studio,
True.
We did rehearsals for like 6 weeks, yeah? 6 sessions.
6 sessions, yeah.
And we are ready. So tomorrow we are here to represent Gidi Gidi Maji Maji. I know it has been long, but we still the same group. We still have the same energy. We'll still deliver the way we used to do before, like 20 years ago.
All right, and of course you've said it's been a while, and most of the people that you're going to be performing tomorrow, tomorrow, are not the people that were there then. The majority of them are young people. How exactly will you connect to this audience?
Yeah, we must acknowledge music has progressed and maybe transformed with the beat and what, but we'll connect to them because we'll keep it original. Anytime you're authentic and original and you're singing from your heart, that is always brand new. So we'll still give them the same Gidi Gidi Maji Maji, the same vibe, the same spirit, and we'll give our best. It has changed, but not so much, not so much. So we will cope and give our best.
All right, Gidi Gidi, of course, is this the industry that is, the music industry that is there now? Is this what you saw when you were doing music?
Things have changed. Things have really changed. For example, when we were doing music in Kenya, for example, something like video, there was no urban artist, you could not do video. But after like 10 years later, we are seeing every artist who is releasing a song, if you don't have a video, then you can't break it in the market.
Yes.
Before that, we used to release songs, singles, or maybe after some time, the album. But nowadays, I see artists doing like music after every, maybe 1 month, there's a new song or something like that.
Yes.
So things have changed. Then in terms of money, because, you know, music is a business. In terms of money, before we used to, you know, really struggle to get the money coming. But nowadays, understand, there's the corporate have come in to sponsor some of the initiative of artists, and then the revenue streams have also increased because before you could only get money from performance and maybe music sales. But right now, for example, like Skiza Tunes, artists are getting money from mobile phone music, being ringback tones and such. So the revenue stream from music business has increased, not like before where you used to only depend on performance or maybe sales. And then there was issue of piracy. It was so rampant when we were starting up. But nowadays, since the revenue stream have increased, you don't really need to depend on selling the, you know, the album or CDs. There's downloads. With the digital revolution, you can download music and all that. So I think there's a lot of changes that happened since then. And we are happy that Kenyan artists are now able to earn a living out of the art of music. All right,
and of course, it's been 16 years. You both went from music to radio. How did you guys like talk and decide radio is the next industry, media industry is the next step to go? Maji Maji.
I think we did not sit and decide we go to radio. It was a coincidence. Personally, I'm at Ghetto Radio. He's at Radio Jambo, and I think Gidi went to radio first. Then I ended up at Ghetto Radio based on my connection with my immediate community, youths, social projects, etc. That got me to Ghetto Radio. But we never thought we'd want the city here representing radios or in terms of media business. So it was not a condition, let's take a break, go to media, no. But we took a break to branch out to professional things in our careers. And good enough, we ended into media.
All right.
So we are all still participating. In that sense, it is good for us because we are still participating in building the music industry by supporting our local artists, supporting our local music through our media opportunities that we have. Whenever we have any opportunity, we still push Kenyan music. So we are still very big stakeholders in the music industry through our media careers.
All right. And of course, you've talked about mentoring. How has it been? I know both of you have different projects. Maybe Gidi Gidi, we can start with you. You can tell us about your mentorship projects that you have going on.
For me, apart from music, I'm also passionate about football. I have a football team that I'm supporting back in the village of Kanyamwa, my Homa Bay County. And on the part of music, I'm also encouraging a lot of musicians who are coming to me, asking me, how can you break it into the industry? Sometimes they're also supporting them into, for example, making their videos and also producing songs. I have a studio that I've set up that I've given. If you're talented, I'm giving you a chance to, come and showcase your talent, and we produce you and see if it can out there, if it can make it out there. Then I also work in radio, so most of the artists that come to me, first of all, I listen to your music before I put it on air, and advise you if it is of good quality to put on air or something like that. If it's kind of not really good for on air, I advise you something like that. So it's more of like engaging with upcoming artists, and also for the part of football is about just making sure that those guys are able to showcase their talent so that they can become,
Okay, Maji Maji, you are releasing a new song in September, of course, Your Talent. Tell us about that.
Yeah. September 1st, I'm involved in community projects, a lot of it. From like September 1st, like you've asked, there's an artist called Kobole.
Yes.
Kobole is an artist in Embakasi. He's an orphan. He's been on the street, and I met him. He could walk and sing. People used to think he's mad. So we got him to the studio, and he's part of my arts and talent program under Maji Maji Kenya Trust. So I'm involved in artist, talent, development. I'm involved in sports. Big up Wajiji FC. That's a team I'm associated with in Embakasi. I also treat Ghetto Radio as a project.
Yes.
So I like to big up every presenter, every staff member, and more so Bonoko. There are even more. Big up Mbusi, all of them that are out there.
Yes.
There are a lot of projects we are doing in the community. And also, I've talked about music, sports, women, empowerment, a lot in Embakasi. Mostly in Embakasi community.
All right, it's been a great pleasure having you and seeing you here in Kisumu. Of course, Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji. My favorite of your songs, Many Faces, and coincidentally, I'm not the only one who loves Many Faces. My co-anchor, Jesse Rogers, also loves Many Faces. So, JC, what do you think about Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji finally reuniting?
Well, that was a good one, Ashley. Thank you so much. I'm totally excited to listen to what Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji have in store for us. I'm seated right here with the guy who keeps on changing with the music industry, for lack of better words, nameless, Niaji. Thank you so much for coming through.
Man? Happy to be here.
I've been good. Siwezi teta kabisa.
That's what's up, bro.
Quick question. How do you stay relevant in this ever-changing music industry?
Well, it's basically getting feedback from the market, knowing how to get feedback from them, how to feel it, and adjusting with time, but still retaining something that they love about you. Is to try and find that out. Yeah.
I tell you, it must be your style, because you retain that 24/7.
Bless up,
but
bro.
let's take a short break right now. We'll be back with so much more right here on the Friday briefing, so do stay with us.